तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। वंदे गुरोर मंडलम। Shivoham. Welcome to the series of talks on Shiva Swarodaya. Shiva Swarodaya is an ancient Tantric text in which Lord Shiva, the Adinath, unfolds the secrets of Swar Yog, the practice of which reveals the working of cosmos and its cosmic rhythms that keep pulsating within our body. It is the path that takes one towards highest perfection. Perfection means all-round expression of positivity, benevolence and success that is rooted in wisdom gained through self-recognition. So far we have discussed 59 verses of this text. Therefore, if you are watching this as one of your first video here, I request you to watch related videos from the beginning for better understanding. The link to the playlist is provided in the description box for your easy access. Now the next verse. The next verse is 60th verse. It states that Chandraha Stri Purushah Suryas Chandro Gauro Asito Ravihi Chandranadi Prabahena Somya Karyani Karyet. This means the Chandranadi is feminine in nature and is fair in color, while Suryanadi is masculine in nature and dark colored. When the Chandranadi is active, amiable and tender works should be undertaken. There are two principles we are talking about here, the female principle and the male principle. The female principle in Tantra is often referred to as Shakti and male principle as Shiva. Both the types, the sun and the moon of energies, are present within us. In the domain of Prana, the Shakti is present in the form of Ida Nadi and Shiva is present in the form of Pingala Nadi. In almost all cultures, we find the presence of both the principles as female and male, yin and yang, negative and positive. Well, please don't take the word negative verbatim. Here negative just means polarity, and so does the positive. Therefore, it is not the negative, dark or bad energy. The physical body has both the polarities. Here the head is the positive pole and the feet are the negative pole. It means the body is like a living magnet, a dipole. Further, there is a constant flow of energy taking place from the tip of the spinal cord to the top of the head and vice versa. Now, due to this constant electrical energy flow, electromagnetic energies, waves are produced. It means our body is like a transmitter of energy. This flow of energy from our body to outside is also referred as aura. In Hindi, aura is generally translated as Prabha Mandal or Abha Mandal. This defines the state of your individual prana. Now here you should also understand that there is this constant communication going on between your individual aura and cosmic prana. Through the practices of Swar Yog, one is able to achieve equilibrium between the inner and outer environment. It means a perfect free flow of communication through which a yogi knows about all the types of events that are taking place in the cosmos. The interpretation of the messages that are received through this pranic communication is done by reading one's swar and tattvic potencies in it. The female aspect, that is called Shakti in Tantra, and the same aspect is called Prakriti in Sankhya philosophy, and the male aspect is Shiva or Purush. Ida Nadi or Chandra Nadi carries the feminine energies that activate internal awareness. So it is introvert in nature. Pingala Nadi or Surya Nadi carries the masculine energies that activates the bodily or external awareness and is thus extrovert in nature. The aim of Swar Yog is to bring both these energies into balance so that the Sushumna Nadi can be activated. Sushumna refers to transcendental consciousness. It means it is neither moving in nor out. It is just there, still, and expanding at the same time. In Tantra, a person evolves by going through various levels of awareness. It means to increase your awareness continuously. What is awareness? How can we nurture it? What magical feats are possible just by directing your awareness to some specific events, organs, and processes? I will talk about it later sometime. For now, understand that the ultimate goal of spiritual evolution is obtained only when both the energies are flowing freely and balanced all the time. Such is the state of energies in Jivan Mukti yogis, even when they are operating and interacting with the world. In our Guru Mandal, many masters have achieved this state. In recent times, Swamiji Maharaj of Datya in our Guru Mandal was a living example of Jivan Mukti yogi. For the ordinary yogis, the inwardly moving energies and outwardly moving energies are balanced only during their deep inner absorption or samadhi. In this verse, the color of the nadi is also referred. The color of Ida is fair and Pingla nadi is dark. This is quite an experiential in sense that you may see a different color for the nadis during your sadhana. But for visualization practices of the sadhana, we visualize Ida nadi as blue and Pingla nadi as red. We have gone through some qualities of Ida and Pingla nadi today. We'll take up some more in the coming talks. That's all for today. Just before I finish, I would like to indicate that I have not taken up the whole 59th verse. I shall refer to it in the next video. I pray for your well-being and spiritual ascension. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts. Shivoham.